Is the game of golf hard? Or has it been taught to be really, really hard?
There's never been one program that can transform your entire mind, body, and swing and do it simply until now.
Through being around golf for as many years as I've been around golf, I do have relationships with some of the world's top instructors. I've worked with those guys as friends for years and years, and consistently it was the ebbs and flows of golf. When I met Brian Hepler and Tathata training, it started to even out that journey for myself.
You're going to come to find, as you move through this training program, that within the industry, that there is no current unified curriculum.
One thing in golf that frustrates me to no end is golf instruction. Basically, it's inconsistent, it's disjointed, it's confusing. No wonder golfers struggle to improve their golf game and don't enjoy it.
What that really means is that there's golf instruction being provided around the world, but all from different places, meaning people saying different things. No one with any ill intent. There's almost a cry out within the industry of golf instruction to create a unified model of learning, something that's truthful, something that can be revered or validated and stand the test of time.
I'm here for one thing and one thing only, because I believe in what he teaches. I believe in it. I watch the best players in the world. I've watched them forever. I study them, and there's something missing in the world of instruction today.
You're going to hear things in golf instruction that are going to amaze you. This idea that how do we create strength and leverage in this position right here to ride a snowboard, you're going to hear that people talk about how to create strength by turning a hip individually or covering or turning shoulders, rather than the sense of building strength and pushing back and being ready to create leverage up in the half pipe. But you see, when we look at these great players behind us, the greatest athletes and golfers in the history of the game, wow, we just missed the simplicity of their movements and the factualness of their movements.
There are commonalities that the greatest players have had that are being missed today, and they're being missed by a wide mark. And what he's doing is correcting golf instruction, bringing it back to its simplest form. For thousands of years, they've used this in other arts, but nobody has really talked about it until you in golf.
Inside the curriculum, you're going to train alongside and learn from the greatest players and athletes in the history of the game. Wow! You're going to get to see the greatness of Jack Nicklaus, the movements, the vitality of a Arnold Palmer or a Gary Player. You're going to see the essence of a Tom Watson. You're going to get to see each and every one of these players and learn from them. Because it's almost as if over the years we haven't wanted to listen to these greats. They've been sharing all along how simple, how easy, how athletic the game of golf really could be. And most importantly, how fun it could be to be trained in such a way that you can sense something incredible about to happen out in front.
Things became real, understanding how to be in the ground, understanding how to use my lower body, understanding how to be an athlete. You're probably going to hear that over and over again. There's a lot of people out there that were once an athlete at some point in their lives.
Envision a child, someone you know, throwing a baseball right now, drawing back to throw. Imagine if I came up to him and said, wow, as you're drawing it back, you have to keep certain body parts still. Wow. What if I told them that some things can move and other things can't? What if I told them as they draw it back that they have to keep their spine in a certain tilt? What if I told them as they draw it back that their grip pressure cannot increase? Wow. Or that they had to be in a certain angle, or they had to independently rotate a forearm as they draw back with strength? What if I told them that their arm was off plane or on plane and it needed to be in a certain independent position? What if I said their head couldn't move? Or what if I just asked them the words? What is your pre-throw routine? What's the top of a throw sling? We don't even know what those words are. Because a student throwing a baseball would know that it's a movement, that it's not broken apart in positions.
If you can teach it correctly from the beginning and make it easy, then you are so far ahead of the game. And so for me personally, when I was introduced to Tathata, I just thought, wow, here's a way now that people can understand it, can learn quickly. I've seen the results. I've seen my daughter go from learning the game of golf. In 1 year, she's the world champion.
Think of a child kicking a soccer ball low and high. How simple that really is. How that can be learned from an athletic, spontaneous, reactionary place almost instantly. But imagine if I walked up to them and said, wait a minute, the angle of descent of your foot is off. The hinge or hold or leg of your ankle is in the wrong spot. What if I said your angle into impact needs to shallow out or flatten out? What if I said the bottom of the arc is off, or that you need to make a deeper or less deep divot with your foot? What if I said that you can't explode up to create trajectory like the greatest players in the history of the game? What if I said those words? I would like to believe that a child would know that I was 100% wrong, and that the words themselves don't make sense. That's the state of golf instruction. In some ways, we've made it scientific. In some ways, we've made it mechanical. In some ways, we've made it position-oriented. But in all cases, we've taken the spontaneity, the childlike play out of it. And not just in the golf swing, but chipping and putting as well. That's the opportunity with Tathata Golf. That's the curriculum you're going to learn. That's what you're going to be able to share with your students. And you're going to come to find out how simple this really is to move like an athlete, like a child.
When it comes to seeing other golf instruction that's out there, in my experience, there's nothing that I've seen out there that comes even close to what Tathata teaches as a whole. Not only the biomechanically sound movement patterns that it teaches of swinging a golf club, but the flexibility side of things and the mental side of things, a lot of things that Tathata encompasses. There's nothing else out there that I've seen that comes close to what it offers.
One thing that students and instructors absolutely love about Tathata training is that each and every one of them get to touch on who they are, their athleticism, their greatness. They get to be spontaneous and reactionary, almost the sensation from a martial art perspective, childlike play. You're hearing over and over again, and you're going to come to realize that when you share the 60-day program with your clientele, that the game of golf becomes fun, that they become alive, they become ready, reactionary to create something incredible out in front.
Tathata training and coaching that's what it's about. It's universal. They take the skills that they can use on the golf course and take it in everyday life. And they just feel better. And when they feel better, they're going to play a lot more, and they're going to play better.
There are thousands of golfers around the world going through the 60-day training program. We're in 42 countries, all 50 states. And in the weeks and months ahead, there will be hundreds of thousands of golfers looking to have their movements evaluated, looking for an individual or group assessment program, looking for a movement specialist to provide an infectious training environment at their facility. That can be you.
Randall, this stuff is out of this world, but it's based on a concept thousands of years of age.
There's a little bit of share or a lack of indebtedness, I should say, in teaching today, where some people stumble upon something, believe that they've discovered the pyramid, so to speak, and they're reluctant to share it. A little bit of that, and it's loud. But by and large, the rest of the golf community is just that, it's a community. They share ideas. So on my Facebook page, I see postings all the time from teachers saying, I've got this student here, struggling in this department. Anybody got ideas? And on they go. And that very much exists in Brian Hetler's program. He wants to share this. He's open to other ideas. not dogmatic at all. But what he's saying here is that he has a program that is based upon thousands and thousands of years of strike force principles that he's seen to have success and very quick success in the game of golf. Every instructor is a seeker. This guy, Gary McCord, is a seeker. As long as I've known him, he's always on to something, always on to something. A couple of years ago, he said, wow, I found something really cool, and he's all over it. He's got me into it. He's been a lot of fun to seek this out with, along with Brian. So listen, go there. You never know what you're going to learn. You don't know what you don't know, is what they say, and that is certainly true in this instance.
Well, you've seen one video, but the big picture, it will change everything. It'll introduce you to golf as you know it, and then change it to golf and martial arts from a true instructor, Tathata Golf.
I look forward to you coming alongside us, helping Tathata Golf reshape and grow the game of golf.